So, if you haven't, if you've never seen any of my content on my channel, you really wouldn't know. You wouldn't get my humor. This is Steve's Art and Fun channel. I'm your host, Steve from the back, and I just thought I'd go on a rant about something that's like random, but kind of hilarious to me. And excuse me for the the coughing, but it's horrible in here. It's freezing. It's freezing cold outside. I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. But I know that right now this air just feels like cold and dry, and whatever's in my throat is making me cough. So, I'm at work, and I always have this thing where my mind just like trails off and imagines things and like takes things out of context because it's hilarious to take things that are innocent out of context. That's kind of what my humor usually is all about. It's usually taking something that isn't anything and then I take it out of context, and to me it's hilarious, So, obviously Christmas is approaching, so everybody wants to have, Christmas music on. So they're playing Christmas music, and this Christmas music, not all of it, but it's generally is annoying. Christmas music can be annoying. And I just had to laugh because this one song comes on, and I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying, in my head, I automatically just started, like, having these funny thoughts because, you get this girl, and this girl is singing about a friggin' candy cane. And I'm like, it's just funny. It's really funny because it's like, with Christmas, people sing about always these like December Christmassy things. It's like, it's about the snowflakes, frost on the window, pine trees, it's just all this Christmassy crap, right? And it just really made me laugh that because I don't know how this song was designed. I don't know how they created this song. I have no clue how. Because there's a process that goes into creating anything. So there's always a how something came about. And I don't know. But so whatever way, this girl starts singing about a candy cane, and I'm like, it's just funny because it kind of makes me think in my head. I'm like, I would imagine if I had made it, like if I was a musician and I made songs and was on the radio, if I made a song about a Christmas ornament, it kind of feels like that. It's like, so you're really about to sit here and sing a song, and it seems to be your main focal point is about a damn ornament. And cool. Nothing's wrong with it. I'm not knocking it. I didn't say I disliked it at all. I'm just saying it's just very funny. It's comical because it's like, okay, you really made you successfully made a song about a damn candy cane. But in my head, I'm thinking like all out of context. Like, I'm literally envisioning like this thing where her husband is like, so what is your fixation on this candy cane? And she's like, she'll say something like, it's just a candy cane, or she'd say something like maybe, it's a fucking candy cane. What are you even talking about? Seriously, just drop it. It's a fucking candy cane. It's Christmas time. What are you talking about? And he's like, okay. But like, meanwhile, this girl is literally like, let's say she's really cheating on her husband with the candy cane, you know, like literally she hides the candy cane in different spots. Like, you know, he says that he's coming home at like 9 p.m. She gets off of work as early as like 3:30, and you know, she has the candy cane, the candy cane come by, you know, or like literally the candy cane, like the candy cane lets itself out of the door. You know, the candy cane. Her husband swore that he saw the candy cane sneaking out of the basement window or something. You know, like he's taking a nap or he's like passed out drunk, and she goes down to the garage, and you know how when it's cold, it's kind of like people don't really like to lay on their back or lay on their knees when it's cold, but somehow she finds herself sneaking off to the garage, and she's on her back with the candy cane, you know. And she hears footsteps approaching the garage, so the candy cane darts and the candy cane runs behind, you know, like some trash or something, or a freaking storage bin or whatever. And you know, she pulls her her pants up real quick, and you know, he's like, "Why are you spending so much time in the garage?" Like, but at this point, you know, he kind of is thinking about the possibility of the things going on with the candy cane because she's so fixated on this candy cane. And you know, he's asking her like, why is she spending so much time in the garage? You know, what's your fixation on this candy cane? She's like, it's just a fucking candy cane. I spend a lot of time in the garage. You know, and then she tries to say it's something like she was doing fucking yoga or she was doing Pilates in the garage. And he's like, you expect me to believe when it's this fucking cold outside, you're on the hardcore ground, doing fucking Pilates? You know, the whole thing. Meanwhile, the candy cane is pretty much about to shit itself. You know, over there hiding behind the hiding behind the storage bin, you know, about shit itself. And he just, at that point, he almost just knows that something's going on with this fucking candy cane, you know. And like literally, the thing is, the candy, she just loves the candy cane, and the candy cane can do things that her husband just can't do. It's just, the candy cane will never be him, and he will never be the candy cane. But it's really looking good for the candy cane, you know. It's like, you know, this candy cane, she's sly about it. Like, she literally hides the candy cane in a different spot every time, in the hopes that he will never rummage hard enough to find the candy cane. She literally hides the candy cane in public places, putting it at risk, so that he will never go, knowing he will never go as far as, say, a large crack between a stone hill near a bridge at a beach, because in that local beach, he would never drive there or walk there to check any of those cracks and think that the candy cane would be in those fucking cracks. You know, she puts the fucking candy cane in the cat litter box, rinses it off, and then hides it in a different spot because, you know, because he wonders why sometimes there's cat litter in weird spots in the house. She just, you know, denies it and shrugs it off. But he knows. And then, you know, it boils up to eventually, I know about you in the candy cane, you know. And then, like, she's like, how did you find my gun? Because he pulls a gun on her, you know, because it got that serious. And, like, I don't know. To be continued. But it's just funny as hell. I'm going on this rant to just explain how, like, you know, my mind just wanders. And if anyone, you know, a lot of times people don't really get my humor. They're like, what? They're, you know, either they get it and they think it's funny, or they don't think it's funny, or often they just don't really understand it at all. They're just it goes right over the head. But that is my type of humor. That's the type of imagination I have. So I just thought I'd share that, you know. So sometimes, I don't know, like maybe you ever watch my channel, maybe you're watching like a Mugen playthrough or something, or you're in you know, or I may put a picture up or put a meme or what's the word? Put text there or make the character say certain things, and someone would just be like, "What?" Well, if you don't get my humor, you don't get it. But that's the end of the rant. I'm going to keep this rant short. This is just a rant explaining some things that I think are really funny. And if you've ever heard this goddamn Candy Cane song, this Christmas song, I bet you never thought of that when you heard it. This is Steve's Art and Fun channel. You know, I'd appreciate it if you hit the bell, hit the like button, you know, and make sure you share this video.